this GeographyBurst video, we'll look at the Physical Landscapes module, specifically the coast, and depositional landforms. Use pages 100 to 101 of your textbook to support this video. First we will look at depositional landforms, and then an exam question explaining the formation of each of the landforms. So explain. We will say what we see plus why it is. Outline the reasons and events. To understand deposition, we must also understand transportation at the coast. Transportation at the coast includes all the sub-processes discussed in the last GeographyBurst video. These include the movements of materials by traction, saltation, solution and suspension, as all the little ways that the waves can move the materials. These sub-processes occur within the larger process of longshore drift, shown by the arrows on the picture. The blue arrows show the backwash, pulling back out to sea, and the orange arrows show swash, where the sea laps onto the beach. When they both work together, materials are moved along the coast. As previously discussed, if the swash is stronger than the other, we could get deposition, as constructive waves will set more materials onto the coastline, leading to how the next four landforms are created. So spit formation then. As longshore drift continues along the coastline in that zigzagging motion as shown by the arrows, the coastline has actually changed direction, but the longshore drift has not realised and continues past the end of that coastline. Therefore, when the swash is stronger, it will start to deposit materials as shown by the drawn on pink section. This is the formation of a spit. This is where the materials have been deposited in a row after the coastline has changed. That is a spit, and that is how it forms. Often sand dunes will form on the spits as well as elsewhere on the beach. Salt marshes. Often the curved end of the spit protects the small area from the waves, and therefore it may become a little bit marshy as the water starts to evaporate and salt tolerant plants start to grow there and form a salt marsh. These woody grasses or reeds will go through the normal plant succession, i.e. they will grow and then die, and some more will grow and then some more will die, and they build up the fertile soils. This will become a safe haven for rare animals such as the oyster catcher birds and little seahorses to grow within the wetter areas of the salt marsh. Over time, i.e. hundreds of years, salt marshes will eventually form land if not maintained as a salt marsh. As it says here, for the special scientific site of interest status, i.e. to help protect these rare species on this rare landform. Describe. We will go slightly easier on this section, and we will describe what we can see now that we know how things have formed. So a bar, it is a long stretch of shingle that has been deposited, a bit like a spit, but the difference here is it is connecting to another headland. So it has formed in exactly the same way as a spit, by longshore drift continuing past the end of a coastline, but then it has continued on and attached to another headland. This forms a lagoon behind the bar, and therefore is quite popular resort for tourists. A tombolo then, again, a long stretch of shingle that has built up and then it attaches to an island. This has happened exactly in the same way as a spit has formed, but it has attached to an island, and as you can see from the picture, people have used that spit as a road and connected to this island for camping, for example. A shell island in Wales has been formed this way and is also used for camping. Explain how the process of deposition has changed the coastline. Therefore, we now need to accumulate all of that information together in one 6-mark question. We will start with describing what deposition is. Deposition is where the sea dumps material that has been carried by longshore drift. Explain. When the coastline changes direction, longshore drift does not. It continues in its path and deposits material as it goes, again by the stronger swash, building up a strip of shingle which is an extension to the beach and the coastline, and we call this a spit. When a spit curves, it can create a sheltered area that is called a salt marsh. Bars and tombolos also form in the same way as spits, i.e. from deposition, but connect to other landforms such as headlands for a bar and islands for a tombolo. Geography. Know your world.